Hello students, welcome back. Today we will study the remaining part of the chapter The 100 Dresses 2. This is for standard 10th written by Els or Esther. So students, as we had studied, Mr. Jan Petronsky, Wanda's father, wrote the letter because he was upset to know about what all his daughter had to go through and what had been done with his daughter. So because of her strange name, so they decided to move from there to another big city. So move to the paragraph. There was no doubt about it. The Petronsky were gone. How could they ever make amends? So Maddie and Peggy, they decided to go to Waggin's Height to say sorry to Wanda. But as they went to Waggin's Height, they found that Petronsky family had gone. So they didn't find Wanda Petronsky. They did. So students, as we had studied in a previous lecture that Wanda Petronsky family decided to move to a big city where no one could care about their unfamiliar name. So on hearing the note, Maggie and Peggy, they got anxious as they realized that they could never get a chance for making amends for all the teasing they had done. So they always used to tease Wanda to discourage her on her faded blue dress. Well, anyway, said Peggy, she is gone now. So what can we do besides? When I was asking her about all her dresses, she probably was getting good ideas of her drawing. She might not even have won the contest otherwise. He had to make amends to show that one is sorry by doing something else. So here Maddie and Peggy was feeling regret on their behavior. So now the Petronsky had gone, and along with them Maddie and Peggy's last chance to make amends too. It also had gone. So here Peggy told Maddie that Wanda had won because of her teasing that inspired her to draw such beautiful dresses. Otherwise, she would not have been able to win the contest, as Wanda had won the contest due to her teasing, and that they used to tease her of faded blue dress, and this was the inspiration for Wanda that she had made the beautiful design of her dresses. Maddie turned this idea carefully over in her head, for if there were anything in it, she would not have to feel so badly. But that night she could not get to sleep. She thought about Wanda and her faded blue dress and the little house she had lived in. And she thought of the glowing picture those 100 dresses made, all lined up in the classroom. At last Maddie sat up in bed and pressed her forehead tight in her hand and really thought this was the hardest thinking she had ever done. After a long time, she reached an important conclusion. So students, here Maddie also tried to convince her after what Peggy said, and that if this is the case, she doesn't have to feel so bad. But later that night she couldn't sleep as she was thinking constantly about Wanda's little house, her faded blue dress, both shabby but clean, and her glorious 100 dresses that were all lined up in the classroom instead of the closet. So here Maddie had sleepless nights because she was very upset about what all had happened and couldn't amend her behavior towards Wanda as she had shifted to some other city. So as she wanted to amend her behavior towards Wanda, but she didn't find Wanda there at Boggin's Height. So that night Maddie had sleepless. So finally she sat in her bed and started thinking deeply, the hardest she had ever done. So she pressed her forehead tight in her hands, which indicated that she was really trying to concentrate after thinking so much and so deeply. Right? So she came to a conclusion that she will always stand against the wrongs and she will never say nothing when she had to. If she ever heard anybody picking on someone because they were funny looking or because they had strange name, she had to speak up. Even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship, she had no way of making things right with Wanda. But from now on, she would never make anybody else that unhappy again. So, who is she? Here is Maddie. Maddie was always in favor of Wanda, but it was Peggy that she was Peggy's best friend. Both were best friends, so she was always with her friend. So, and that's why she couldn't oppose her friendship. So she was very afraid of losing Peggy's friendship. So here picking up someone means criticizing someone. So Maddie decided that she had never let anyone make fun of other because of their appearance, name, clothes, or where they come from. So now she decided that she will criticize the wrong thing. Okay, right? Move to next paragraph. On Saturday, Maddie spent the afternoon with Peggy. They were writing a letter to Wanda Petronsky. It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest and telling Wanda she had won. They told her how pretty her drawings were, and they asked her if she liked where she was living and if she liked her new teacher. They had meant to say they were sorry, but it ended up with their just writing a friendly letter, the kind they would have written to any good friend. And they signed it with lots of X's for love. They mailed the letter to Boggins Height, writing please forward on the envelope. So through this paragraph, we come to know that they were very upset on their behavior. They also realized the absence of Wanda Petronsky and they wrote a letter. Saturday, both of them sat together and decided to write a letter to Wanda telling her about the contest, asking her where she is living now and how that place is, no matter how much they wanted to apologize. Thus, ended up writing a friendly letter as if Wanda was their good friend. They mailed it to Boggins Height with please forward written on it because they didn't know her new address, right? Days passed and there was no answer, but the letter didn't come back. So maybe Wanda had received it. Perhaps she was so hurt and angry she was not going to answer. You couldn't blame her. Weeks went by and still Wanda didn't answer. Peggy had begun to forget the whole business, and Maddie put herself to sleep at night making speeches about Wanda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her. That's the situation was coming in Maddie's mind, that crowds of girls were trying to tease Wanda with how many dresses have you got? And before Wanda could press her lips together in a tight line, the way she did before answering, the Maddie could try out, stop. Then everybody would feel ashamed the way she used to feel. So here there was no reply from Wanda. The days passed and they didn't get any reply from Wanda. But they didn't also receive the letter back. Thus they concluded that it must have reached Wanda, but she was so upset that she didn't answer. They also thought that maybe Wanda had received the letter, but because of their misbehavior, she didn't write later. Week went by and still Wanda didn't answer. They waited for weeks, but still no answer. Peggy began to forget about this, while Maddie used to make scenarios in her head before sleeping where she defended Wanda. She thought of scenarios where large groups of girls surrounded Wanda and would ask her, how many dresses have you got? And as soon as anyone could say more, Wanda would interrupt and say, stop. so that all of them could ended up ashamed. Now it was Christmas time. There was snow on the ground, Christmas bells, and a small tree decorated the classroom on the last day of the school before the holiday. The teacher showed the class a letter she had received that morning. So it was a winter season and there was snow everywhere on the ground. Christmas had come. It indicated that Christmas had come. They decorated their classroom with bells and a small tree. That day, Miss Mason told the student that she had received a letter from Wanda Petronsky. She was very happy to receive it because now she can send her the medal too. Okay, go to next paragraph. You remember Wanda Petronsky? Miss Mason asked to the class that you remember Wanda Petronsky, the girl, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest. Well, she has written me and I am glad to know where she lives because now I can send her medal. I want to read her letter to you. So yes, she started to read the letter. The class sat up with a sudden interest and listened intently. Dear Miss Mason, how are you and room 13? Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. I had liked that girl Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress with the red trimming and her friend Maddie to have the blue one. For Christmas, I miss that school, and my new teacher does not equalize with you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody. Your truly Wanda Petronsky. So here the letter began in a very friendly tone. Wanda asked how everyone was and that they could keep her 100 dresses because in her new house she has another lot of 100 dresses and they are all lined up in her closet. She specifically mentioned the dress she wanted Maddie and Peggy to take home. The green dress with the red trimming was for Peggy, and while the blue one was for Maddie. And she also expressed her affection towards Miss Mason and wrote her new teacher could never replace Miss Mason. So she winded up the letter by wishing everyone Merry Christmas and also wrote that she missed everyone in room number 13. Right? On the way home from school, Maddie and Peggy held their drawings very carefully. All the houses had wreath and holly in the windows. Outside the grocery store, hundreds of Christmas trees were stacked in the window. Candy, peppermint sticks, and cornucopias of shiny transparent paper was strung. The air smelled like Christmas and light shining everywhere reflected different colors on the snow. Cornucopias means decorative containers, usually containing flowers and fruits. So it was a Christmas season and all the houses were decorated. Grocery stores were stocked with the Christmas trees, candies, peppermint sticks, and other Christmas stuffs. The atmosphere was colorful and joyful. Maggie and Peggy took home the drawings very carefully when Peggy realized that this gesture implied that Wanda liked them. So here Peggy realized that this thing indicate that Wanda liked them and they also assumed that she got there later and everything was peaceful between them. Move to next paragraph. Boy said Peggy, this shows she really likes us. It shows she got our letter and this is her way of saying that everything's alright. And that's that. I hope so, said Maddie sadly. She felt sad because she knew she would never see the little tight-lipped Polish girl again. She could not ever really make things right between them. When Maddie and Peggy took home the drawings that made by Wanda very carefully, Peggy realized that this gesture, these things implied that Wanda liked them. and they also assumed that she got there later and everything was peaceful between them. Maddie, on the other hand, was quite sad because she would never be able to see that polished, tight-lipped girl again. She had never get a chance to make amends. Okay, right? She went home and she pinned her drawings over a torn place in the pink flowered wallpaper in the bedroom. The shabby room came alive from the brilliancy of the colors. Maddie sat down on her bed and looked at the drawing. She had stood by and said nothing, but Wanda had been nice to her anyway. So as soon as Maddie reached home, she displayed her drawing on that part of the wall from where her pink flowered wallpaper was slightly torn. So Maddie's room was shabby too, but the drawing made it lively, and she stared at the drawing constantly and thought how nice Wanda had been to them. Okay, right? So as they behaved with Wanda, but Wanda's behavior towards them very favorable. She liked them and that's why she gifted them her drawings. Right? Tears blurred her eyes and she gazed for a long time at the picture. Then hastily she rubbed her eyes and studied it intently. The colors in the dress were so vivid that she had scarcely noticed the face and head of the drawing. But it looked like her Maddie. It really looked like her own mouth. Why, it really looked like her own self. Wanda had really drawn this for her. Excitedly, she ran over to Peggy's. So, here, while staring at the drawing Wanda had given her, Maddie's vision got blurred from tears. So, her eyes are filled with tears. So, she rubbed her eyes and noticed that Wanda had actually drawn Maddie's face along with the dress. So, the colors of the dress were so bright and vibrant that the face was hardly visible. Maddie got excited and ran towards Peggy to check if she had noticed it too. So here she went to Peggy's room and here to check if she had noticed it too. Peg, she said, let me see your picture. What's the matter? Asked Peggy as they clattered up to her room where Wanda's drawing was lying face down on the bed. Mary carefully raised it. Look, she drew you. That's you, she exclaimed. And the head and face of this picture did look like Peggy. So as soon as Maddie reached Peggy's house, she asked her for the picture. The drawing was lying upside down on the bed. Maddie raised this drawing and told yes, it was Peggy in that drawing. So both were left in shock and awe at the same time because the drawing that made by Wanda, it was the drawing of Peggy and Maddie. Move to next paragraph. What did I say? Said Peggy. She must have really liked us. Anyway, yes, she must have, agreed Maddie. And she blinked away the tears that came every time she thought of Wanda standing alone in that sunny spot in the schoolyard, looking stolidly over at the group of laughing girls after she had walked off, after she had said, sure, 100 of them all lined up. So here Peggy exclaimed that she was right about the thought that Wanda liked them. And Maddie, whose eyes get filled with tears every time she recalled that scene where Wanda would look at the girls laughing at her, also agreed with Peggy. So students, that is all about the chapter. Through this chapter, we come to know the behavior, the character of Wanda Petronsky. She was a Polish girl and she used to keep herself calm and silent in every condition and never reacted when Peggy teased her and took it lightly. And she always replied everyone with a smile and she even gifted her drawings to Peggy and Maddie, which showed her innocent and loving behavior. And that was her behavior that Peggy and Maddie realized on their behavior, and they also inspired with Wanda Patronsky behavior. So students, that is all about the chapter. I think all you have understood it. Thank you all of you. Study well. Keep learning.